My name is Lex Chappelle. I'm your host of the Lex Hustle podcast. This is week or episode 13. Pew, 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 pew. Every week on the pod, we talk about following our dreams and living our best lives. I don't know why I feel like my brain is going slower than my mouth right now. I don't know why I can't get it together, yeah? But this week on the pod, the topic is
watch your mouth.
and that's on period. Okay, Mary and all her lambs. And you already know the deal. Before we get started, make sure you send this pod out to your accountability partner, your friend, your BFF, someone that needs, a little bit of weekly motivation. See, I'm stumbling over my words. I don't know what the tea is. But I'm excited. I'm excited about this episode. This week's affirmation, and we're going to talk about this in my week. My little handy dandy book. If you are watching on YouTube, then you just saw me pull a book from my side. This is where I'm getting the affirmation from for this week. It's don't ruin a good today by thinking about a bad yesterday. Let it go. Child. I'm going to repeat it. Don't ruin a good today by thinking about a bad yesterday. Let it go. So it's a little bit of an affirmation and a pep talk this week. The only thing that matters today, is right now in the future. We can't do anything about yesterday or the day before. So it happened. We have to move forward. This week on the Lex Learn, which is a segment that I started last week. I don't know if I did the Lex Learn before I talked about my week or after last week. Just pray my strength, okay? But the Lex Learn this week, what I learned is what you focus on, you create more of. Again, what you focus on, you create more of. So if you're focused on getting to the money, focus on your dreams, focus on the positive, then you're going to reap positivity. It's going to come back to you tenfold, okay? If you focus on the negative and let that consume you, guess what's going to happen? You're going to be engulfed with negativity. So what you focus on, you create more of. That is what I learned this week. About my week, guys. This week was a little bit busy, but honestly, when you get laser focused, and I told y'all about my money goal last week, I fully understand when they say people that have money or really got stuff going on, they don't got time for the negativity. They don't got time. When I tell you, I had to remind myself, I had to put it on my schedule to check social media, socialize on social media, and post on socials. I was so focused on meeting my daily goal that I've been MIA. You have time for nothing. You have time to eat a salad because that's my thing. I'm becoming a salad girl. You have time to work out, and then it's immediately get to your goals right after. This week, I finally went to my garden. I'm really slacking this season. I just planted more kale, spinach. I need to go out and do my tomatoes and my cucumbers. I planted a watermelon last year and only got one. It was so hard because watermelons, they need a lot of water, hence the name. And you literally have to drench them in water, which I didn't know. So that's why I was only lucky to get one. But I think I'm going to try that again this year. And then I have strawberries that I have to cut back. But the garden for me, I'm really learning to get hobbies that I enjoy and I don't need to be paid for, if that makes sense. So I have the garden this week. Your girl bought a motivational coloring book. That's where I got the affirmation this week. And I'm going to show you guys, if you're on YouTube, then you're going to see. I got this on Amazon. I'm going to link it. I'm going to figure out how to link it in my bio for the Lex Hustle podcast. So if you're not following on Instagram, follow Lex Hustle podcast. It's be fearless in the pursuit of what sets your soul on fire. It looks like this, It's literally so cute. And it has basically, coloring, and it has affirmations or just quotes. Shoot for the moon. Even if you miss, you'll land among the stars. I choose to be happy. Start each day with a grateful heart. So, yeah, your girl's getting hobbies outside of social media. So, even when I do have time, I'm not scrolling. I'm feeding my soul positivity. I also got these cute pens. So I can't wait for that. Every week, I told myself that I'm buying something that keeps me occupied, so when I do want to grab my phone, I can grab it and take, like, 30 minutes or um, an hour to kind of reset my mind and what's going on around me. So I want to get a crossword puzzle, and then they have the Bible crossword puzzles. So yeah, I'm going to do that. Mondays are my rest days. On the episode of Rest, I basically let you guys know how important it is to have a Sabbath day where you take and you just, thank the Lord for life. You reflect, you rest, and you reset. So these are also good for that. So I personally, in Romans, basically say they gonna argue over a day, okay? Let each man be persuaded. My thing is, what day, as long as it's a day that I rest and get back to the Lord, I'm fine. So that's me. Some people get real deep in it, and say, Friday to Saturday or Sunday, which is really weird to me because back in the day, the days were longer. Like, there was no way to measure time. So nobody really knows the day. Whatever. Anyway, your girl chose Monday, okay? That's the day where I reset and I get back to the Lord and thank Him for His many blessings on blessings on blessings. Okay. What else did I do this week? Oh my gosh. And y'all know what song has me literally pour up like all week? Lord, if I find favor in your sight, Lord, please hear my heart's cry. The song says, I'm desperately waiting to be where you are. I'll cross the hottest desert. I'll travel near or far for your glory. Tore up. I will do anything just to see you and behold you as my king. And my favorite part of the song is, I want to be where you are. Woo! Said I gotta be where you are, Lily. On the floor, tore up, arms stretched. Like, for your glory, I would do anything. And literally sitting with that all week, being tore up, I was like, all I'm asking you to do is to fulfill your purpose on this earth. I've given you a vision. You're telling me I'll do anything. And it's so crazy. If there's something on your mind that you cannot shake, every day, every week, you're thinking about this thing, God has put that vision in your mind and in your heart. If you don't do it for yourself, do it for His glory. Let people see how good, how faithful God is. Like, it's bigger than you. And how, like I said, how lucky are you that God put that vision on your mind? He gave you that vision and He put it in your heart. And how dare you take it for granted? Like, He chose you. You have the idea. You have in your heart what you want to do, and you don't know how much of a blessing you're going to be to other people if you walk in it, if you push yourself. My God, that song, Jesus. Yeah, so that literally was my week. Your girl has been on the grind, getting to her daily goal. And as the week went on, I became more confident in reaching my daily goal. So I ended up reaching my daily goal on the 7th day. Woo! Come on, y'all. Gotta do it. Every day, like there was one day that I was $15 short, and I was so pissed at myself because I'm like, you could have made that $15, girl. You were only $15 short. There was other days where I was like $80, $100, and that would have been like, of course, that was a wider, to be making at the end of the day. But the $15, I was so pissed because I'm like, you were right there. So I felt like on the 7th day, when I like found myself like $50 away, I'm like, girl, if you need to get in your car and you got an Uber, or if you got a DoorDash, whatever you have to do, you're gonna make it. So I was literally $50 short, and I was like, you gotta figure out like what's the tea. And I was already sold all my clothes that I wasn't wearing anymore at Plato's. So I'm like, you don't have any more clothes to sell. So how you gonna get this 50? Child, I was on that road. I was doing that shit. Like, period. I had to make it, and I literally came over. I was over $15. Jesus Lord, not me about to cry. I'm just now realizing it. The one day that I was just talking about of how I was short $15, and me making over $15 on the day where I made my goal. Not God, really, child. Listen, this podcast is not only like to inspire people like me that know that there's more out of life, but every week it inspires me too. Oh God. Okay. All right. So yeah. Um. God is good. Child, let me hold on, wait. All right, y'all. All right. Thugs cry. If you never saw a thug cry, okay? Like, we cry. Um, but yeah, because even this week, thinking just about that, I'm like, I was gonna take a break from the pod this week. Like, I need a break. And then I was thinking to myself, like,
Girl, why you need a break? Like,
um, but that's just the devil. That's the devil. And the positive in that is what I'm learning is when you think a negative thought, to immediately combat it with the positive. Okay, so if you think no one's listening, know that God put this on your heart, and that no one may be listening today, but tomorrow, who knows? And this is helping you. So you can look back and see how far the Lord has brought you from and where you started from. So that when you're millionaire Lex and you have your modern mid-century home and with your Range Rover, your Tesla Model Y in the garage, and you're able to afford a nanny. That's number one. Okay. Your girl gotta be able to afford a nanny. And a chef, and you're really like, hosting the best parties ever, you'll be able to listen back on these episodes. So, all right. I ain't gonna cry no more. What's that Mary song? Yeah, cue Mary J. Blige. All right, so that's enough. All right, let's get into the topic this week. So this week's topic is watch your mouth. You should mouth. You know that Nicki song, but the topic is watch your mouth. Okay. I've been reading all the books that I've been reading as of late. They all say the same thing. Okay. Even the good old Bible, honey, tells you to watch your mouth. Because if you don't watch your mouth, and how you're treating yourself and talking to yourself, that's going to transition into why you're not able to meet your goals or accomplish the things you want to accomplish. And a lot of you, me included, are talking yourself out of blessings. You got to watch your mouth. So I read We Should All Be Millionaires by Rachel. I want to say Rogers is her last name. And basically is your mouth is your mouth is powerful. That in How to Be Rich, How to Think Rich, You're a Badass at Making Money. All these books say you need to speak everything that you want to do, speak it, write it, and then your thoughts will start, translating to how you're talking to yourself. So when I told you about speaking, you having a negative thought and speaking it, like rewriting it to be positive, that does wonders. And when I tell y'all, I have adopted this so much that I don't even entertain people that I hear saying I can't, or that have a victim mindset and feel like the way that they grew up, how they started is how they're basically going to end, and they have no right to live a better life. And in the book Think Rich, I think it's called Think Rich. Let me get the right because one thing about me, honey, Lex is not going to remember a name or a book title. Like, I be forgetting. The Science of Getting Rich. So in it, he basically talks about two men that woke up and they both were in cells and it was raining. And one of them said, "Man, it's raining. I can't make no sales today. It's an awful day." The other guy woke up and said, "It's a great day to make sales. It's raining. Everyone's home." I was like, okay. He also pointed out that they came from the same environment, that it doesn't matter what environment you come from. You'll notice that there's people that, I'll just go back to, I've mentioned this on previous episodes, Bill Gates, different upbringing than Jay-Z that was in the projects that became a billionaire. But you wonder why people from different areas and backgrounds can grow up and become billionaires. It's not about the environment, it's how they basically speak to themselves, think, and look at situations. Like, the one guy is like, "Oh my gosh, this rain, it's horrible. This is an awful day to make sales." And the other one was like, okay, I can work with this rain. Like, people gonna be home. Like, I can get in houses. There's more people that's gonna answer the door. So it's not you getting defeated. And I've learned, this is also Lex learned, is that I used to get so upset when like things happen, like that were not under my control. Like, there's nothing that I could have done to prevent it. And things could be like, you getting a flat tire, I'll just say flat tire because that's the easiest thing that I can think of right now. But there's nothing that you could have done to prevent that. So you beat yourself up about it or get so angry, like, "Oh, I'm going to be late. Blah, 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 blah." Instead of being like, okay, what is God keeping me from? What is God blocking? Or it's all going to work out. You have to believe everything's going to work out for your good. Everything. It's going to work out for your good. So that's how I look at life now. We may not see it today or tomorrow. God works things out so perfectly. Car got totaled while I was parked. I still can't get over this because I literally told God like what I wanted, and baby, he's clutch. He said, "I'm gonna make so that your car that you got now gets totaled. You are not even gonna be driving it. You're not even gonna be in it. Okay? It got a total while I was parked." If that doesn't blow your mind like it blows my mind, I don't know what to tell you. Child, God be moving. He don't even need you. He don't even need your hands in it, on it, around it. He is going to do what needs to be done. Just got to believe it's all going to work out. God love me. It's all going to work out. Every day. That's my attitude. It's all going to work out. Even with that $15. Me being short that one day and me talking through it to y'all. And then realizing that on my 7th day, I was $15 over. Like, I never put 2 and 3 and 4 together. I didn't. It all works out. I was beating myself up about that $15. Like, man, girl, you could have made that. The other days, okay, I could see the $100. But that $15, you were right there. You could have hustled that out. God made sure that I had it. Like, watch your mouth. Watch your mouth, because when you watch your mouth, when you start watching your mouth, your thoughts are going to start to change. Your whole atmosphere is going to start to change. You're going to look at what God is doing more closely. Y'all don't hear me. Y'all don't hear me. So this week when I thought of this, watch your mouth, I literally was listening to the Audible for We Should All Be Millionaires. And when I tell you, I don't remember what she said, but in my mind, I immediately went on my notes app and I put watch your mouth, because there's so many blessings or things that you just talk yourself out of, and even word vomit, mouth vomit, and God is doing his thing. I've also learned you have to listen. Listen. Keep your head. Listen more than you speak. You don't know. You don't have all the answers. Just listen. And more things can turn around in your favor. So yeah, that came and I'm like, okay, so that God gave me that while I was listening to that book. What does the Bible say about watching my mouth? Ephesians 4:29. Let no corrupting talk come out of your mouth, but only such as is good for building up, as fits the occasion, that it may give grace to those who hear. Another one, Proverbs 18:21. Death and life are in the power of the tongue. I know y'all heard that many a times, okay? And those who love it will eat its fruits. Another one, Proverbs 21:23. Whoever keeps his mouth and his tongue keeps himself out of trouble. James 3:10, which I like. From the same mouth come blessings and cursing. My brothers, these things ought not to be so. Watch your mouth. Watch how you talk to yourself. Watch how you treat yourself. I'm like, would Millionaire Lex be doing that? No. Oh, okay. Watch how you treat yourself. We have to watch our mouth, y'all. Like, I'm saying that right. Like, I feel so. All I can say is watch your mouth. All I can say is watch your mouth. Because I literally prayed over everybody that's listening to this podcast. Because when I tell you, I feel a whole shift that's going to happen for many of us, where God is going to take us from where we are now and elevate us so heavy this year. But a lot of us got to stop talking. We got to stop talking. We got to start watching our mouth. We have to. Because you're closing doors before God can even open. You're speaking failure over yourself. You're speaking failure. You're speaking doubt. You're speaking opposition. Come on. Watch your mouth. If you want to succeed this year, because you already know what God placed on your heart, you already know what your goals are for this year, you have to start moving with intention and watching your mouth. Listening more. And with that, I say, y'all already know what I'm saying. I love y'all for real. I love you for real. Okay, so let's see what else. Oh my God. Also or I was listening to this podcast, or I was tuning into this Instagram live, and this young lady on there basically was talking about how your smile is God's billboard. And I'm like, I felt myself smiling more this week. So shout out to her for saying that, because that made me like, oh, okay, I need to stop me mugging. Like, God has been too good for me to be frowning. So now I'm just like, hi, how are you? That was this week's episode. I just want to remind you to watch your mouth. And I pray, may your name be mentioned in rooms of opportunity this week. May your mouth speak life over you this week. Not a car going by and ruining my little speechy speech. May you empower yourself and treat yourself well this week. May you listen more than you talk. Watch your mouth. There's a blessing coming down. Like, your vision is going to come to pass this year. It's happening. Like, it's happening. Like, you just have to continuously speak over your life and understand that what you say, there is that. I stopped saying, um, I'm dead. You know how when people be laughing, like, oh my God, I'm dead. Like, I stopped saying it. And that was a while ago. Because even then, I'm just like, but I'm not. It was when, like, literally, like, I felt like everyone was just passing away. And I'm just like, girl, watch your mouth, watch your tongue. So I literally stopped writing that on posts, in text messages. Um, and now I just literally, I think so strongly about words. They have meaning. So if anybody be like, I'm broke, or I don't know how y'all do that, or God bless you, I gotta go. Gotta go. You have a good week, babe. Yeah. You're my prayers. God be with you. It's just I don't have time for that talk, that vibe, that energy. I live in an abundant, like I live in abundance. There is not anything in my mind that I can't have. If I see a private jet, I can get that. If somebody was able to attain it, I can have it. The house I want, I done drove in it. I told you I was driving in the neighborhood. I seen houses that I want. Somebody lives in them now. Okay, that lets me know that I can have them. Like, there's nothing I can't have. Start speaking life into yourself this week. Stop focusing on what happened yesterday, the day before. The only thing you can focus on is the now. That's all that matters. Do something today that's going to set you up for tomorrow. And set a goal. Set your goal. How much do you want to make? And stop coddling, babying yourself. Start making it. If that means you have to go on interviews to get a higher paying salary, then do that. Whatever it takes. Because you deserve it. This is a year of elevation. God is taking you to the next level. You have to be willing. And your mind has to be right. Your mouth, your posture, it all has to be right. Because you cannot go and be the new you holding onto the old you. It's just not gonna work. It's so you gotta let sis bro go. It's impossible for you to still be clinging on to the old you and go to, be the new you. But yeah, I love y'all for real. This was another episode of the Lex Hustle podcast. My name is Lex Chappelle, and y'all have a great week. Yeah. Thanks for listening. And make sure y'all refer this podcast to your friends, people that need a little motivation, yeah? Bye, y'all. It was fun, as always. Love you. Okay, bye.